Happy New Year. So we already 2020, the year full of potentials. A lot of traders is going to make money this year actually. So let's begin with 2020 first webinar from Wheezy, and we're going to continue from like the trend which we were discussing last year, which is the use of different indicators for like basic the basic learning. We already talked about the MACD. You can check our YouTube webinar channel, and you will see talked about back there. We have talked about RSI related strength index. We all talked about stochastic, and today we'll be talking about alligator. I'll be very brief. We're still like into the new year mode. A lot of trader they are trying. Today is Monday actually, so a lot of trader they already like get into the mood of trading, getting busy and making money. So let's talk about the alligators. Before I'll go more further, you can see it's kind of an article, the use of alligator indicator to develop trading strategy. You can find it on the article section on our website. You see we already I said it a few seconds ago that I already did video concerning the use of Fibonacci, use of MACD. I already did the video. You check it on our YouTube channel. So today is the use of alligators to develop your trading strategy. Guys, if you have any question, feel free to write it on the chat box, and I will respond to you as soon as I can. That being said, so what's called alligators? Alligator is widely used. If I will follow according to the article right now, then I will just explain in my own terms. Alligator is a widely used indicator developed by legendary trader B. Williams. The indicator follows Williams' assumption that the financial market trend approximately 15 to 30% of a whole time frame, consolidating the other time of 70 to 85%. Also, the theory behind the indicator suggests that longer market consolidates, the more notable trend will be formed in the future. That is what is written there. So if I will make it to be more simple for you guys, I'll put it like this. Alligator, this is an indicator. I'll say, yeah, alligator indicator is kind of a tool that helps you to indicate trend in the market. That helps you to trade with trend in the market. That is what we like called alligator. Alligator helps you to trade trend with the market. As you can see there on the article which you're seeing there on your screen right now, this indicator was kind of invented or was developed by B. Williams. And if you see what this B. Williams said there, the article, the indicator is, I would say, is a balance. How would I put it? A balanced line. This is what you're looking right now. Okay, let's go further. As you can see, this is this alligator indicator has three lines, 1, 2, 3. And according to B. Williams, he named those three lines. The first line, he called it the jaw. And you can see it's the blue line. And it's the 13 period smooth moving average. And the second line, which is the red, is called the teeth, and is the 8 period smooth moving average. And the last line is called the lips, and is the fastest moving average, which is 5 period moving average, or 5 days smooth moving average. So those those are the three lines for the indicators here, which you're looking at there. I will not go more further to start explaining all these things for you. Let me just explain how it works. These indicators, I will tell you directly how it works. First, I will explain it using the JForex platform. I will hit there the yeah, I got it here. Yeah, you can see the 13, the 8, and the 5. And actually, you can easily what's it called? Change this color. You can change this color and you can decide to call it whatever you want, which color like you can remember. But that is the basic color: the blue, the red, and the green. According to the blue is kind of the alligator jaw, and the red is the teeth, and the green is the lip. I will leave it like that because these are the colors which I usually use myself. Apart from yeah, it's kind of a friendly color for me. I like this color, so I will leave it the way it is. This is the color for the alligator, so you can change it if you want. And the basic configuration, it is 13, which is the long moving average, and the median is the teeth, and the lips is the red moving average. So I had it. I will advise you, when you want to use this indicator, this alligator indicators, always try to use it on a trend when the market is trending, because that is what it's all about. The indicator is all about trading with trend. It helps you to trade with trend. So in other words, let me just put it like this: I take that stuff, hit it at this trend. You can see something very interesting at this region. I'll put it again from this region. How it. So first, you can see this market is trending. It was trending bearish movement. When you're using the alligator, you can see the crossover. The what's it called? There was a crossover above the price. That's to show that when the price crossed, the smooth moving average cross above. That is the long-term moving average cross below the short-term moving average, or the slow moving average cross below the above the faster moving average. When the price is what you're looking at right now, it shows us that the price is moving bearish, and you can easily trade this market bearish. But in general, I usually don't use these indicators. I can still tell you that I am not a fan of any of those indicators. I usually go with what? I usually go with price action, and maybe more or less had the simple moving average. I like simple moving average. The 3 simple moving average. They have it here. This is smooth moving average. Is still the same thing, but I use 50, 100, and 200. Mostly the 50 and the 200. The 200 is the long-term moving average, and the 50 is the short-term moving average. It's almost the same with these alligators. And the theory for B. Williams for these alligators, he said that the market trend 15 to 20% of the time. If I go directly back to these articles, yeah, 15 to 30%, that's when the market trend, and the other 70% is kind of consolidating or trading sideways. That is according to Bill Williams. So you don't want to trade the market when it's kind of in the sideways. What you want to do, you want to trade the market when it's trending. And how you know that the market is trending, or how you know that there's already a possible reversal of a trend, is simple. At this zone right now, you already see if you look at this price, it's trending downward. The price is always crossing above. Then you are looking for a sell signal. But this happens. The price, what? It crossed below. That's to show you that here there's already a buy signal happening. What you need to do, you need to be looking for buy opportunity. but where you can easily be sure that yeah, this might be a long-term trend to the upside. You already see a breakout from the upper boundary, and what happened? You see this 13, 8, and 5 smooth moving average. They cross below the price level, and after the cross, what start happening? You can see they start spreading. They start spreading, and when they are spreading, that's to show that the momentum is still going to be a long-term surge. So they start spreading, the fast moving average more constraining with the price, and the long moving average starts spreading, and that's to show you that the trend is moving to the long term. That is what happened. The same, this region, it broke, and when it broke the lower line of an ascending trend line, what happened? The moving average starts spreading to tell you that yeah, this price is moving towards the downside. So in other words, the alligator indicator like give you a signal when to buy and when to exit the market. That's basically what Bill Williams, because Bill Williams want to capture those 15% to 30% when the market is trending, and he don't want to be in the market when the market is consolidated to 70 to 80% of the time. But I don't know if I will agree with B. Williams that the market always consolidates 70 to 80% of the time. Maybe that he was talking about stock, but in currency, I don't see that is the case. You can see this kind of a long-term decline based on the 4 hours time frame, and this decline started from June 2019, and you can see till the end of the year it was moving downward. So that was not 15 to 30% trending downward. It was trending for a long time. Maybe it was talking let's put it, they said during a time frame, depending on the time frame which you are using, but still that does not apply to this particular currency pair which I'm looking at. So guys, this is the alligator indicators, and it's part of our articles which you're looking at indicators right now. We already talked about simply most of them, apart from the SARS, ARON, CCI, and ADX. I think maybe the next one my colleague will be doing, because I'm not the one that is writing this article. My colleague, she's writing the article, then because I'm always like looking at the financial market, so I have a lot of ideas concerning this. So I do the webinar. If you want to know more details, not this basic rough description which I just gave right now, you want to know more details regarding these alligator indicators, you can write FS Passion. He's a teacher. I will tell you, he's a teacher. He teaches a lot of stuff from A to Z. You can write FS Passion, and he's going to teach you everything you need to know about the alligator indicators. So that has been said, don't forget to subscribe on the subscription button below and press on the notification button. We have a lot of good analysts in the house. I'm working with the bank, but we have some other one that is kind of independent. They do their stuffs, and they can tell you what you want to know in terms of giving you prediction or so. I mean, I give you the general stuff. I was planning to do one other webinar to not this, but this one was already planned to talk about the financial market and this situation that is happening in the Middle East. But I think I'll keep a close eye on the financial market during this week, and maybe that will be the my topic for Friday, to tell you what is going on. I believe Doc, we always argue on Facebook. He might be listening, and maybe we'll discuss more about US activities in the Middle East, and maybe how it affects the financial market. So guys, thank you very much for your attention. For those guys that is still in the house, and those guys that will be watching the video in the future, if you come to the end of this video, thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe on the subscription button and press on the notification button in order for you to encourage us to do a lot of video like this. So guys, good luck. See you later this week, and bye bye for now.